Hey YouTube family, so I'm going to show you how I was able to take my body, my physique, from looking like this to looking like that. So if you're even slightly interested on improving your physique and getting into the best shape of your life and just going on that journey, then I know you're going to find some serious value from this video. And of course, that is my goal as always. So without further ado, let's cue that intro and I'll see you all on the other side. Alright YouTube fam, so welcome back. My name, for those that don't know, is Mark Anthony Matsang, or Marzan, depending on how you want to pronounce it. And here we do our best to show love, never hate. So I'm going to provide you all with 3 major tips that are going to help you, not only your physique, but I promise you your mental capacity as well, just how you feel every day. And these tips are actually very simple. So if you're looking to lose body fat and just weight overall and just get in the best peak shape of your life, I believe that I can provide you with some insight to help you along your journey. So my first tip is going to be super simple, and it's going to kind of be like, really? But trust me when I say that this tip right here, number 1, is major. Not only to how you look, but how you feel, and just overall living a healthy lifestyle is my number 1 tip. It's ridiculously important, is to get more sleep. And I know it's like, oh, I thought you were going to put me on some type of, show me some type of exercise or recommend this type of pill or this type of diet, and that's not the case. Rule number 1 is to get more sleep. We should at least be averaging 7 to 8 hours sleep according to different studies that I've been looking into. And I was looking into a certain study. It shows that 30% of Americans are sleep deprived, and that amounts to about 108 million people are sleep deprived, not getting enough of it. And that's a problem. And me myself, sometimes I'm so stubborn because it's like, oh, I need to grind, I need to do this and that. And it's like, whoa. At the end of the day, health is wealth. Health comes first, and health must be a priority. And I have to remind myself to get adequate sleep. And when you do get more sleep, you wake up feeling phenomenal. Your body is going to thank you. When we get adequate amount of sleep, our bodies actually, while we're sleeping, create growth hormones. If you're an adolescent, it will actually help you grow. And as adults, it's not only going to make you feel more refreshed, but it's actually going to be able to repair the muscles that you are actually tearing and burning while you're working out. So it's very, very important and imperative to get adequate amount of sleep. And it's going to directly correlate to work, because if you're not getting adequate amount of sleep, you're not going to be able to perform your best at work. You're not going to be able to perform your best at the gym. You're able to perform as well as you could in the bed. I'm just kidding. But with your kids, actually I was not kidding, but with your kids and with your family overall. Also, getting adequate amount of sleep is going to help better your mood. You're going to feel more elated. At least that's what I've experienced since I've gotten more sleep. And the crazy thing is, sleep and exercise actually correlate. And what do I mean by that? So they coincide with one another. It's like Batman and Robin. You need both of them. So I'm looking at a study right now. It's called Everyday Health, and it states here that exercise actually has a chemical effect on the brain. Physical activity, exercising, creates more adenosine in the brain, and adenosine makes us feel sleepy. So by you going out there and being active, whether it's walking, whether it's doing yoga in the house or actually in the gym, you're going to allow your body to create more adenosine, and that in turn can actually help you sleep better at night. So right there, tip number 1, just get more sleep. It's easy. Just go to bed, put on some meditation music, maybe do yoga before bed. That's what I've been doing, and it's been working wonders. It feels great. So all right, on to tip number 2. It's going to be a simple one as well, but I promise you it's going to do wonders. At least I like when I state something, it's because I've done it and I've experienced it on myself, and I'm able to see the results and see what it does, see the pros and cons of it, and I'm able to relay this information to you all. And by the way, I'm not perfect or anything like that. I just want to put that in there. I'm my own test dummy. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own project, and I like to experiment with my body. So. But my second tip is going to be to drink more water, more H2O. It's very important to drink water every day. Okay, every day we're losing water when we're walking, through evaporation, through skin evaporation, through our urine and stool, and actually even when we breathe. I know, right? That's crazy. But we're losing water every day, and that water needs to be replaced for overall good health. So drinking an adequate amount of water actually help our body maintain balance of our bodily fluids. So I'm actually still reading the study that I just mentioned earlier, and it states that our body is composed of about 60% of water. By the way, I like to mention that I'm reading a certain study to show you all that I'm not just talking out of my, So check this out. The functions of these bodily fluids include digestion, absorption, circulation, creation of saliva, transportation of nutrients, and maintenance of body temperature, and the list goes on and on. Drinking water is imperative. Also, I know there's so many purified waters out there, especially Dasani. Dasani is the #1 sold water brand, but the water in it is so purified. So when we drink that water, it doesn't contain the appropriate amounts of minerals and vitamins because it's being literally sucked out when it's purified. So recommendation is I actually have a filter, so I still filter my water because there's a ton of nasty stuff in the water. But I actually recommend putting some, let me see if you can actually see it. It's called pink Himalayan salt, and what this is like major key right here. And what it does is it actually provides minerals and vitamins to your water. You just take like a little pinch and just put it in your water. So this is very important as well. You can get this at Walmart. It's like $2, something like that. Don't quote me on it, but I'm very frugal, so it's probably about $2. And also that reminds me, let me get a sip of my water. I'm not playing these games out here. Hold on. Oh man, that's good. So tip number 2 is very important. Drink water. It's also going to help you when you're at the gym. It helps us for not being dehydrated. We don't want that for our body, especially when it comes down to the cellular level. When it comes down to the cellular level, in order for our cells to function properly, it needs 3 things, okay? It needs oxygen, it needs glucose, and it needs water. Our cells need water. My tip number 1 was sleep. My tip number 2 was water. These go hand in hand. It's not even just about fitness, it's about overall health. We want to be the best we can. We want to be our own Iron Man, you know what I'm saying? So let's be better, and let's just get sleep and water, which is something we can do right now, something you all can do right now. Let me know in the comments below if you're actually going to take these tips and actually utilize them, and let me know if you have already done them and how it feels. Let me know. I would love to interact with you and get your insight on it. All right, and for those of you all that have stayed to hear tip number 3, I appreciate you all. If you could just do me a huge favor, if you can actually punch that like button, just make it turn blue. It would mean absolutely everything to me. It actually helps my channel out, and this video is that by you punching the like button actually helps this video reach more people, so that more people can hear this and hopefully enhance their lifestyle and just get better overall health. So that would mean everything to me. If you can go ahead and see the red button, punch that one as well, and just subscribe. Means the world to me. So my final tip, which is very important, and it's one you can implement now as well, and that's helped me tremendously with my physique, with my abs being able to show more, with just me feeling healthier and lighter, is very important. Are you ready? It is to be on a caloric deficit. It's so important, and we see so much like pills and diets and different trainers trying to charge us like exorbitant amount of just to kind of acquire this information, or just to like, hey, let me train you. I'm telling you right now, in order to lose weight and lose body fat, you need to be on a caloric deficit. What does that mean? You must consume less than what our bodies burn every day. I know this kind of sounds confusing, so let me break it down. So just as an example, let's say that you weigh 180 pounds, and let's just say in order to stay 180 pounds, you must consume on a daily 3,000 calories, okay? That's what's known as maintenance calories, right? So in this example, you weigh 180 pounds. In order to stay 180 pounds, you must eat 3,000 calories a day. In order to be on a caloric deficit, you must eat under that amount. So, and in order to, let's just say you're trying to gain superior muscle mass, you want to eat on a caloric surplus. So let's put it like this to just make it, let's oversimplify this for you. In order to maintain the weight of 180, okay, I want you to think of a caloric maintenance as an equal sign, okay? In order to gain more muscle mass and overall, let's just people out there that don't track, let's just say they're exceeding their maintenance calories every day, aka you're gaining weight. A caloric surplus is an addition sign. A caloric deficit is going to be a subtraction, a minus sign. So in this example, if you're trying to lose weight, body fat, you want to eat on a caloric deficit. You want to eat on a subtraction diet, if that makes sense. You're trying to gain muscle mass and just gain size overall. You want to eat on an addition. Wow, that was horrible. You want to eat on an addition, okay? So by eating on a caloric deficit, you're going to just burn fat off. It's just going to fall off. Be very patient and disciplined. This takes time. You know, you might start losing body fat from your arms. You might start losing body fat from your abdomen area or your back area or your face first. It just, your body will decide basically. But being in a caloric deficit is so simple. You don't even necessarily have to do all that much cardio because you're gonna burn the fat off either way. I guarantee you it's happened to me. Just you have to make sure you're in a caloric deficit. You need to download an app that tracks your calories. And from there, just kind of input everything. And it might be a little tedious. There might be times where it's like, yo, I don't want to do this. But trust me, if it was easy, everybody would have an awesome physique. You know, show discipline. You can do this. I promise you can do this. All right. So being in a caloric deficit is very important. And like I said earlier, you don't really have to do all that much cardio. Because even me, I don't necessarily do all that much cardio. I'm not on the treadmill, constantly. Plus, it's super boring to do that type of cardio. But you don't have to do that. And I promise you, especially for those of you that may have back pain or some type of joint pain or hindered a little bit, it's all right because this works for you. This will work in your favor because even though you can't work out, let's not create excuses. You can control what you put in your mouth, right? You can control what you eat. So if you're on a caloric deficit, I reassure you, there are studies after studies that show you will lose body fat, will lose weight. All right, just to recap. So tip number 1 is to get more quality sleep. It's going to help you tremendously, especially with those growth hormones. Tip number 2 is to drink more H2O. Very imperative for overall health. It's also going to help your skin out drastically. And then my final tip number 3 is to be in a caloric deficit. That's going to help your body just shed fat without, honestly, you even trying. Just make sure you're staying disciplined and just tracking your calories. It's kind of like when you're tracking your money, you want to track what you're spending every day, every month, whatever the case may be, every year. So just, it's the same situation. If you're not tracking your food, you don't know how much in caloric intake you are actually intaking, if that makes sense. So I really hope that helps. I know it will. I know that if you follow these tips, that it's going to do wonders for you. And I look forward to seeing your results, hearing about it. If you could just let me know down in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful at all, punch that like button for me. Just give it a quick boom. And Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather that like button for me. Make sure it turns blue. And think about subscribing. And if you could share this video with someone else, I appreciate it so much. It never goes unnoticed with me. And this is your day, okay? This is your day to shine like the star you are. And remember, this world, a lot of negativity goes out there every single day. All right, let's spread some more positivity. Let's spread some more, and let's X out that negativity. All right, YouTube fam. So until next time, it's your boy, Love.